Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you guys would please like this video, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys would leave a comment down below, even better, super helps the channel out. It's Friday, a little bit of a different perspective. Today we are outside. This is actually the second vlog of the day too, so go back and watch this morning's vlog. I had a commenter and a subscriber, Dope Nick, so shout out to Dope Nick. He actually left a comment saying that, you know, I should probably give a little sneak peek of some projects that I have outside, lined up and in order, that I've been kind of stockpiling parts for, and builds that you guys are going to see on the channel. So one of them that I have stuffed out here is the Project Del Sol, which you guys have already seen. We're going to be welding in this core support and cutting in the under hood and getting all the jams. So we're still trying to get parts for this. We are going to be we're looking for left and right headlights currently. We're looking for a right-hand fender. I have a left fender. We got this hood for now. I might try to find and locate a better one, but if not, we'll just stick with it. But anyways, I'm just awaiting to find a couple more parts, and then we'll get this thing back in and we'll get the core support welded in, and then proceed forward with painting the engine bay Samba green. And at that point, we'll just assemble the body, and we don't have a motor yet for it, and it'll just kind of probably be put back on the back burner because I didn't have this project planned out. It just kind of fell into my lap. So for now, we're just gonna get the core support welded in, get the engine bay cut in, get it put back together so it's a car again. And at some point we'll get it back on the roster, and we'll get it body worked out and ready for final paint. We are gonna walk back. Actually, let me grab a flashlight real quick, guys. There we go. There's my daily driven Honda Accord. Super green, super clean, grainy driven. New tires, new everything, new timing belt, you name it. Ignore my trash. It needs to go out to the dump, but I have, of course, the right-hand drive Turbo Civic, which you guys have seen plenty of. It's parked outside just for the day. I, of course, tuck it in at night. We have the Lamborghini Lime Green Custom Del Sol. Here is one of my customer jobs, actually two of my customer jobs. We're awaiting him to pick up. He had an exhaust gasket leak. We still need to get some parts for the front end, so we can't put his replace his bumper and his grill until we have those parts, but it'll be back soon for that. But we did fix his exhaust leak. We do have the 2021 Ford Transit 250 waiting to be picked up. It's got the new wheel flare right there installed nicely, and then of course we fixed the big dent that was right here, so it's awaiting to be picked up. Here you can see my U-Haul rentals. I also run a U-Haul. We got small trucks, we got cargo trailers, small cargo trailers, larger ones. I got car dollies, car trailers. Sometimes I have more than one, sometimes I have a lot. Right now I have quite a bit of things. I have some slightly larger trucks. I have some 15s, some 20s. So the U-Haul keeps me pretty busy. It's a great little fill-in being self-employed and running a business like this. So I do recommend being a U-Haul dealer. So I'm one of the only ones in my area that's got enough room to park trailers, because we have enough room to park a bunch of junk. So not everything out here is mine. There are other tenants out here that rent and run businesses, so there's some other cars out here too as well. But here's kind of I guess my my junk pile, my collection of junk. So I'm going to start with my 1976 Chevy K20. I just picked up this truck not too long ago. It's four-wheel drive, small block, automatic. With this truck, I've been looking one for a while. I just want to clean it up. Right now it's full of scrap metal and garbage. I need to go to the dump. This is actually just something that I want to use to tow my boat, and also something for four-wheel drive for when it snows. Very clean truck, has some rust. We are going to patch in some panels, and of course do a little, keep continuing forward with some maintenance. If you go back and watch my other vlogs, I've already acquired a lot of new parts for this. We've already done full tune-up, fluids, plugs, wires, all AC Delco, all OEM stuff. So that's my truck. I do have collector plates for it, so technically I'm not supposed to even have anything in the truck bed, but we are on private property, so screw them, right? Pop the hood real quick on this thing. Oh. There's a small block 350. I got a new battery tray for it, so yeah, just pretty much gonna keep this thing simple, nothing crazy. I see the new reservoir right there as well for the washer fluid. I got new headlight bezels, new headlights coming. We're gonna refurbish this grill. I have a brand new Chevy emblem. We are gonna be looking for a replacement bumper. We're gonna do a 4-inch lift and new shocks and probably some wheels and tires at some point. And then I'll patch in some metal and do the body work, rough it in, and eventually we will be ready for paint. I'll do a spot at a time, so maybe sometime next fall this thing will get painted, but for now I'm going through it mechanically. Runs and drives great as is, but I like to just get all the maintenance caught up and everything replaced on my vehicles to make them ultra reliable. Then I'll proceed forward with the cosmetics, but this truck ain't going anywhere. I'll own it forever. I'll own it till the day I die. So here is my 1968 C10. This truck is beautiful. It needs some love. At one point I was gonna body work the whole truck and do all shaved, airbagged, and then paint it Lamborghini lime green like the Del Sol, and probably flip it. But I decided that this truck was just a little on the rough side as far as rust, and that I didn't want to do a full restoration. So I begged the project, and it just kind of sat out back and rusted away. And then I ended up using the Lamborghini lime green paint that I purchased for it for the Del Sol when it was after it was wrecked and repaired. So this thing got kind of backburned a little bit, but it is a very clean truck. Well, I mean, clean to a point. Obviously needs some carpet. It's already had rockers, inner and outer rockers done. I have a new dash pad sitting there. I need one more door panel, seats intact, but small block, automatic. Pop the hood on this one. Nothing crazy. I've already done plugs, wires, all that good stuff like that. So you can see there, cap, rotor, you name it. New belts, new fluids. We did rear brakes. Since it was going to be a custom and all shaved up, I did ditch the front bumper, which was damaged and tweaked. I installed the front roll pan. This truck is lowered on the front. I believe it just probably has cut coils. In the rear, it is no coils. It has factory 4-link and is on airbags currently. Of course, I want to change the wheels and tires. I also have new windshield and rear window rubber for this thing. So when we pull it in, all we're going to be doing to this at this point is I have all new headlights, polished up all the chrome, wipers, door handles, all that good stuff. I'm going to pull the glass before I paint it, but we're just going to pull it in, sand the shit out of it, blow it off, pull it in, mask a few things, and we're going to spray it with some black epoxy primer and then a couple coats of hot rod black. So it'll be just kind of like a satin finish, and we're not going to restore it. We're not going to fully finish all the body work, nothing like that. I'm all right with a couple things, you know, not being perfect, and it's just going to be kind of like an old patinaed out shop truck. We'll probably do some hand graphics on the doors, and we'll just make a shop truck out of it. But I do have all new lights, lenses, bulbs, gaskets, all the chrome's cleaned up, ready to go. We'll probably do a Raptor liner, bed liner, just because it's pretty toast in there. Half the truck will probably look better than the other half because I body worked this. Same thing with the tailgate. I had to get the Chevy letters back. We did install a rear roll pan. This side's pretty straight. There's a couple dents. I might, just because the rest of the truck is kind of body worked out, I might rough in a couple of the dents and go ahead and fix a couple spots, but by no means is this truck going to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. I'm just trying to make a good shop truck out of it, make it a driver, something I can hop in and just have some fun and cruise the beach one day. Okay. Also, I have my boat here. It is a 1991 Rennell. Obviously, I have it covered up for winter right now, so You guys are going to be seeing more of this during the spring and summertime, especially summertime. Carmen and I'll get out there on the lake and we'll probably do some vlogs and stuff. We like to cruise the lake where we live at, and play music, you know, pack some food, pack a cooler, and just have a good time. So, and float in our tubes. So of course we'll be hooking it up to that truck, and we'll be hitting the lake this spring and summer. We'll be doing some vlogs, and that ain't going anywhere. Here I have a 1970 Chevy Nova. Now it looks really rough because it's been sitting outside for about 2 years now. Unfortunately, I just don't have the space inside, so it is what it is. You can see it's really dirty, but if you can look past the dirtiness, it is actually in high build primer. It is fully ready to be prepped and painted. Now this is some patched in body work. This panel that's all rusty is actually replaced. It was just an e-coat, which is why it rusted out real quick, so we'll spray that with Ospo and kill it. You can see there I have new floor pans, left and right floor pans. We have a big block 454. Oh my gosh, tarp's just toast. We did paint the front frame and suspension. It's got Camaro front suspension, big block 454 engine, turbo 350 automatic transmission. I do have some metal work that needs to be patched in, where of course all the rust can be Ospo treated. I do have a couple things I'm going to touch up, but this vehicle at some point will get pulled up, pressure washed inside and out. We're going to go ahead and treat an Ospo the inside, the firewall, and we're going to go ahead and jam this car. We're going to do the inside, the door jams, the firewall, the dash, all at once, high gloss black. Actually the firewall will be doing that satin black, but everything else will be gloss black. And then of course we'll assemble it after that, assemble the front end, and block the car out. I got new hardware for the front end, block the car out and put it in a high gloss black. By no means is it perfect, but these cars are getting harder and harder to find. So I have brand new wheels for it. I have a brand new grill, SS emblems. I got a whole bunch of new parts for this car, guys. Got a new headliner, whole bunch of stuff. So I've been stockpiling some stuff, so it looks really bad and it's sad to see it in this condition, but it is what it is. I just don't have the space for it inside, and it's just not currently on my agenda as far as getting it in and out. But I have no desire to sell this car or my C10 ever. For the right price, of course, I feel like it's a possibility, both of them, but it just depends what we're trying to do. Because if we're trying to build a new shop at some point and build a house possibly at some point, then of course I'll have to pull these things in, get them blocked out, and get them blasted, and get them assembled so they look like nice cars, so they can be, you know, potentially sold for some good money. This car is around this area, honestly, is worth, it looks rougher, but if I have everything all body worked and a bunch of parts for it, it's easily worth $5 grand as is. In this truck, these are going up in value as well. So once these are blocked out and painted, and like I said, there's hours and hours worth of body work already in this vehicle, so all the hard work's kind of done. It's just ready to be prepped and painted inside and out. So at some point that's going to be coming in, and it'll be on the vlogs, of course. Another one that I got for those are my personal projects. Now another one of the shop projects is, this is a 1997 Volkswagen Jetta. Now I picked this up out of a junkyard for 200 bucks, jump started it and drove it home. I replaced the front brakes and the front wheel bearings, and I actually drove this car for several months. I drove it all the way up until the clutch started getting bad, and then the clutch started slipping and slipping and slipping. So this was actually going to get released on the channel here soon. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've already seen it. But the whole reason I picked up this car is to do a Fast and Furious Jetta tribute car. So it's just going to be a tribute. It's not going to be an exact replica. Of course, some of the parts are hard to find, so it is dirty. Looks like it's getting kind of moldy sitting out here, so not going to show you guys the rest of that, but that can all clean up. The car is really straight. I've already been stockpiling some parts. I have a brand new bumper cover. I have the GTI Golf grill. I also have waiting to purchase. I'm going to be purchasing the Golf headlights. I've already found a few sets that we will be doing a replica of the front end, and also with the Golf grill there's going to be a panel here that we're going to have to make as well. So we're going to custom fabricate that. I've already located the body kit and the graphics, so as soon as let's see here, we're really close to getting this in. So as soon as I purchase the body kit is pretty much when this will be coming in for fitment, and we'll get it blasted, we'll get all the body work, we'll get it painted white. We're just going to do an exterior tribute, you know. We're not going to do anything on the inside except for clean it up and probably tint the windows. We'll of course lower it, get the right wheels, tires, and that stuff. We'll put an exhaust on it, do the body kit, do the graphics, so it'll look like Jesse's Jetta from the Fast and Furious for sure. So anyways, there's that, guys. That is actually coming up really soon. I think first things first, we're going to probably pull the C10 in, blast that so we can assemble it and just be done with it, and it can actually be a driver. And then the Jetta is next up on the list. The Jetta is actually before the Shop Del Sol. Now this is a 95 Civic Coupe that I picked up, and I really didn't need anything out of it, so I parted it out. I just needed the body. Now I actually got several parts off this car to finish my coupe, which is actually the main reason I got it, but I would like to cut the body up and make a what do you call it, like a cart car, like a tubed caged car. So I want to cut the quarter panels off, cut the roof off, all that good stuff, get rid of the bumpers, lights, make a tubed frame, and I actually want to have like a supercar theme to it, kind of like the Del Sol. I'm gonna probably replicate it, probably kind of like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, maybe even like a McLaren. I think I'm gonna kind of like print out some side profiles and some front profiles and some rear profiles, and I'm actually gonna try to get some lower profile seats. We're gonna put a fuel cell in it, fuel tank, of course. I'll probably go K-Series turbo on the build, and we'll do a tubed frame that replicates a supercar, probably like a McLaren or a Ferrari or Lamborghini or something. So we'll have the roof line rolled down low, we'll have it tubed out to look just like a supercar, and I haven't decided on the color and all the details yet. Honestly, that build is a ways out. I don't know, based off my other projects, I don't see myself getting to that for several months, maybe even another year. But right now we're going to get ready to get the C10 in here in probably a couple weeks. I'm hoping within about a month I'd like to see the C10 in, knock that out. That'll only take about a week to 2 weeks, and then we'll be getting the Jetta body kit ordered and get that show on the road. Now over here, guys, just kind of have a stockpile of parts, some old tires and wheels. I have some Nova fenders. Here's my Nova fender already body worked and primed. Some Nova parts down there. I have a Chevy truck fender. Of course, that one actually fits this, and I need this because my lower section is rusted out. I just have some C10 fuel tank. I have some Honda Civic doors, very expensive Infinity bumper. I have an EG Civic core support. I have an extra right-hand drive Civic EG firewall, an engine stand. You can see my fender is rusted out, so there is the replacement. Now this is also my 40-foot shipping container, and I have a couple things I'm going to show you guys in there that I don't really show anybody. So here's just some a Civic and Accord we're parting out and getting ready to go to scrap. That Mitsubishi SUV and that Volvo was my donor car to my old Volvo, so those two vehicles are getting ready to go to scrap. And here is my Del Sol parts car and my kayaks. So of course this is just a parts car, nothing special. I'll just keep a stockpile of Del Sol parts. At some point I'll keep stocking up on Del Sols and Del Sol parts, and we'll just keep trying to, I love Del Sol so much, I'm gonna keep trying to take two bad Del Sols and make one good Del Sol, and eventually I'll have a little junkyard of Del Sols, and I love Del Sols. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the 40-footer, so bear with me. And hopefully I have the key. That one doesn't seem like right. That one doesn't seem right. Actually, this key just seems twisted. I don't seem to have the right key, guys. So, give me 2 seconds and I'll be back.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.